Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. I'm back with another review. Today I'm going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, the new movie about the popular video game character, yes, Sonic. Sonic has finally made it to the big screen. So there were some really interesting events leading up to the release of this movie. Paramount released the first trailer for this movie, and fans reacted, rightfully so, to the design of the Sonic character. They expressed their dissatisfaction with the way the character looked on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, and surprisingly, in a move that most studios don't do, Paramount listened to that feedback, that criticism, and decided to do two things. They pushed back the movie, and then they pumped more money into the movie to redesign the Sonic character. And so, after they did that, they released a new trailer. People were happy with the way Sonic looked, and now the movie is finally out in theaters. So, was it worth the wait? Was it worth the movie being pushed back? Was it worth Paramount pumping more money in to the movie to redesign the Sonic character? Let's get to the review. I played the Sonic video games when I was a kid on Sega Genesis. Yes, that's how old I am. But I'm just like a casual fan of Sonic. I'm not deeply steeped in the lore of that video game franchise or anything like that. But I had a good enough base knowledge that I felt comfortable enough going into this movie that I could maybe appreciate some other things in this movie that the casual general audience would maybe not recognize. If you are a fan of Sonic, I think there's a lot to like about this film. And even if you're not a fan of Sonic, you've never played the video games, you don't even know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog, I still think there's enough in this movie to like. One of the things is that the redesigned Sonic, I mean, he looks more like the classic video game character, which I'm sure your fans will appreciate because, you know, that is a big part of this movie is how he looks. The story does kind of stick to a lot of the source material, so there are a lot of things in this movie that fans will recognize and appreciate. There's a lot of Easter eggs, right, in this movie that fans will appreciate and be able to point out and like. It's fun. It moves pretty fast. So that, you know, it has that going for it. Ben Schwartz does the voice of Sonic. He does a great job with bringing that character to life. He has a good energy, and that is very well translated on screen. So he does a great job. I think, honestly though, when people walk away from this film, the performance that they're really going to be talking about is Jim Carrey. And I'm a huge fan of Jim Carrey, so what I'm about to say really pains me. But I did not like Jim Carrey's performance in this movie whatsoever. He's playing Dr. Robotnik, and he's doing classic Jim Carrey in a lot of ways, which I like. I like Jim Carrey as a comedic actor. But I think in this particular movie, he's just so over the top and ridiculous and preposterous and outlandish that it almost counters everything else that's in this movie. I don't know, maybe for me it just didn't fit, it didn't work. His performance feels like a mixture of his Riddler performance, Ace Ventura, and maybe The Mask. Like if they all got together and had a baby, that would be what Dr. Robotnik is in this movie. That's what he's doing there. And I just don't think it works. I like Jim Carrey, but I just didn't like him in this movie. I might be in the minority here with that. I have a feeling maybe most people will probably enjoy his performance. I, however, was not one of those people. Sonic overall, again, the movie is fine. It's fine. It moves pretty quick. Kids, families will probably enjoy this, I think, for the most part. But there are a lot of lazy pop cultural references in this movie. There are times this movie references Men in Black, Star Wars, there's so many wisecracks and things are thrown out there, and honestly I think that hurts the film. The film is best when it sticks to the source material, when it's Sonic being Sonic and being more true to the video game, it works and it's good and it's fun and enjoyable. When it gets into references, again, with, you know, sort of the modern, you know, movies and things that are going on, it feels a little stifled and very unfunny, because a lot of it is setting up jokes and it just doesn't quite land. And I feel like at those points, it makes the movie kind of drag. I will say one of the things I really did appreciate throughout this whole experience was that, you know, Paramount listened to fan feedback. Because honestly, if Sonic had looked the way he originally did when they first released the trailer for this movie, if he had looked like that throughout the whole movie, I don't think I would have, I mean, I don't think it would have completely ruined the movie for me, but it would have been very distracting. Again, overall, it's a satisfying movie. I wasn't going into this movie thinking it was going to be some great masterpiece. Obviously, it's designed for families and kids. I am not a child, so I'm not the target audience. But again, if you are a Sonic fan, there's enough in this movie that you will appreciate regardless of your age. And so if that's what you're going in looking for, then this is pretty much what you're going to get. Those are my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of Jim Carrey's performance? So sound off in the comment section below. While you're here, please like this video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.